A particle, napag-attendance naman ako. So, recorded naman na to. So, the chapter objective is to state the Newton's second law of motion and to define mass and weight. So, to analyze the accelerated motion of a particle using the equations of motions with different coordinate system. So, Newton's second law of motion, so kinetics. So, kinetics is a branch of dynamics that deals with the relationship between the change in motion in a body and the forces that cause these changes, no? So the basis for kinetics is the Newton's second law of motion, so which states that when an unbalanced force acts on a particle, the particle will accelerate in the direction of the force with a magnitude that is proportional to the force. So yung acceleration is directly proportional daw to the force, no? So parang F is directly proportional to the acceleration, di ba? Tapos yung proportionality symbol na yan, papalitan niya lang ng proportionality constant na M. So that is equal to F is equal to MA. So, ito na naman yung gagamitin niya sa kinetics, di ba? So, sa statics, una yung resultant nyo, di ba? Summation ng forces along X is equal to RX. Summation ng forces, summation ng forces along Y is equal to RY. So on and so on. Summation ng moment is equal to MA, di ba? Parang ganon. So, dito, pagka-equilibrium, summation ng forces along X is equal to 0. Summation ng forces along Y is equal to 0, no? Kapag naman dynamics, summation ng forces along X is equal to MA X, no? Kung nasa axis man siya, summation ng force along Y is equal to MA Y, no? So, dito i-consider nyo na yung mass. Then, dito, the Newton's law of gravitational acceleration. So, ang formula niya is equal to F is equal to G times M1 times M2, where F is the force of attraction between the two particles. G is the universal constant of gravitation. So, this is according to the experimental evidence. Meron to sa calcu, no? So, hanapin nyo na lang. Nandoon yan sa constant. Sa calcu, hanapin nyo ngayon constant, shift constant. Hanapin nyo hindi siya number 50, para makikita nyo naman na dyan. Ida-down nyo lang, yung letter G. Shift, convert, C value, hanapin nyo C value. Tapos, ayun, hanapin nyo lang. Ayun, G. Oh. 39, no? Nasa 39. Yung G dyan is 6.67384 times 10 raised to negative 11. Sobrang liit naman yan, no? So, yung iba, ayan, 673. Parehas lang naman pala. Ay, iba sa Casio, alam ko. Ano sa Casio? Hindi ko alam. Alam ko iba yung sa Casio, eh. 6.74 ata doon sa Casio. Pero minimal na yan. Then M1 is the mass of each particle. So R is the distance between the centers of the two particles. So paano ginagawa to? So for example, meron kayo, nasan tayo? Nasa Earth. No, nasa Earth naman talaga tayo, di ba? So assume natin na ito yung Earth, tapos nandito si Dandoy nakatayo, no? Tama? Ayan. Tapos si Dandoy, meron niyang mass. Di ba meron niyang mass si Dandoy? M1. And then meron din tayo dito ni mass ni Earth, di ba? Tapos, ang distance between the two particle, which is si Dandoy and yung, is yung radius ng Earth. Ano susundan niyo yan? Tama? Okay. Tapos, ang formula, di ba natin ay F is equal to G M1 M2 over R. So, ano yung G natin? Gravitational 6 O, sige. Pwede na yan. Sulat lang natin. 6.67384 times 10 raised to negative 11 na ang units ay cubic meter per kilogram second squared. And then yung M1 is the mass ni Dandoy and M2 is the mass ni Earth. Ano ang mass ni Earth? Search natin. Hindi ko din kabisado. Mamaya, mass ni Earth. Mass Earth. Ang mass ni Earth ay, ba't ba naka-wifi ako? Bagal-bagal naman ng wifi. Is approximately 5.9722 times 10 raised to 24 kilograms. Okay lang? Ang basa dyan is 5.9722 septillion tons. Wow. Septillion, no? And then, divided by the radius of the Earth. Ang radius ni Earth ay... Ano yung radius ni Earth? 647 ata yun? 6... Ha? Radius naman ni Earth. Ano yung radius ni Earth? Radius of Earth is 6,371 kilometer. Kaso ang mga units nyo ay naka meters, no? So, dapat gawin mo tong meters. So, multiply lang natin ng 1,000. So, ano yung F? So, ha? Naka-squared ba sa formula? Ayan, squared. Thank you. So, squared lang natin. So, magkano yung F? So, in terms of M1, so that is 6.6 G multiplied by 5.9722 times 10 raised to 24 divided by 6371 times 1,000 squared. So, 9.8196. Di ko na kung ano yung ginagamit na. Ayan. M1. So, itong constant na to, ito yung G natin, no? Yun yung acceleration due to gravity na may units na meter per second squared. No? Kasi ito, meter, cancel, dalawa. Matitira isa. Cancel ang kilogram. So, matitira is meter per second squared. So, for example, tinatanong yung mass sa mass nung tao. Ano yung weight ng tao kapag dinala sa Mars? 'Di ba? Kailangan alam niyo yung gravity dun sa Mars. No? So, yung mass, kahit saan mo dalhin yan, yun pa rin yan. Kasi yung mass natin is scalar, no? Then, yung weight, di naman nagbabago yung weight. Depende sa gravity niya, no? So, ayan, the Newton's law. So, ito lang din yan, yung weight natin. That is equal to mass times the gravity. Then, ito yung dalawa yung dapat tandaan. Again, yung gravity for SI. So, that's 9.81 meter per second squared. And then, the gravity for FPS, or the English, is 32.2. So, ito, the equation of motions. So, kapag maraming forces, so kinukuha lang natin yung resultant is equal to the summation ng forces along is equal to MA. Depende kung nasa yung acceleration, kung nasa X ba siya or nasa Y. So, dito, si D'Alembert's principle. D'Alembert, narinig niyo ba ito? Si D'Alembert's principle. Actually, ano siya, kaklase siya ni, ni Newton. Nino? Si Box. Kaklase siya ni Newton. Totoo yan. Tapos, meron silang lahat sila mathematician. Tapos, siya pumasok lang din, no? Si Newton, nag-postulate ng Newton's law of motion, yun nga, sa summation ng... Bakit? Sige, kumuha ka dyan. Tapos, siya, nagsasagot sila Newtons din, no? So, nakapag-formulate siya na si Newton nakapag-summation ng forces is equal to MA. Tapos, si Alembert, si John Leron D'Alembert, tumingin, patingin naman ng ano mo, gawa mo, kung wala ako idea. So, kumuha siya ng idea. Ang ginawa niya, summation ng forces is equal minus MA. Yung MA na yan, nilagyan niya ng pangalan na inertial force vector or tinatawag nating reverse effective force. So, yun yung nararamdaman natin kapag nagta-travel tayo, nasa sasakyan or nasa elevator, no? So, parang for example, kapag umaangat yung elevator, di ba pag nasasakay kayo, may reverse effective force. Yung kasi acceleration natin is upward. So, yung REF niya is downward. So, ang nararamdaman mo doon is parang bumibigat ka. No? Kapag umaangat yung elevator. Pero pagka pababa yung elevator, ang reverse effective force natin is umaangat. So, ibig sabihin yung gumagaan ka. Dapat palalawagi ka na ng pababa, no? Para feel mong bumagaan ka. So, ayan. Nagdadagdag lang siya ng REF. Pero, well, Newton na lang tayo. Summation ng forces is equal to MA. Parang nilipat mo lang naman yan doon. So, yan. Nakakopya na siya. Kung walang idea, no? Then, ito yung inertial reference frame. So, parang ano lang to, free body diagram, no? Dito natin dinadrawing yung acceleration. No? Mahalaga yung paglagay ng direction ng acceleration. So, kapag yung acceleration is going to the right, lahat ng forces nyo doon i-assume is going to the right. Pero pagka to the left, so lahat ng left, yun yung positive natin. Then, pagka nag-negative naman yung acceleration nyo, kasi minsan namamali yung assumption, so yung nakukuha nyo negative. So, ibig sabihin, mali yung direction ng acceleration. So, ayan. So, ito equation of motion for system of particles. Ay, ito din pala, pwede nyo din gamitin. Kasi, kadalasan dyan ang ginagamit mo, forces is equal to MA. So, yun. Pwede rin naman si wagwag, no? Summation ng forces is equal to wagwag. Familiar kayo sa wag? Oo, wag. Kasi, yung mass, di ba ang formula natin ng weight is mass times gravity. So, if mass, that is equal to W over G. So, kung ang given ay weight, dapat i-divide mo pa siya ng gravity. Wag-wag. No? Then, ito, so, simple procedure lang naman. So, draw the free body diagram involved in the problem. So, di ba mahalaga yung free body diagram? Indicate thereon all forces, both knowns and unknowns, representing by a letter by an appropriate symbol. If the direction of any unknown except friction is incorrectly assumed, the solution will yield to correct magnitude but negative sign. So, ito yung sinasabi natin, no? Friction forces must always be directed to oppose the motion. So, sir, ano ibig sabihin nun? Parang, kunwari, yung acceleration mo is going to the right or the motion is going to the right. Ibig sabihin, yung friction is going to the left. So, determine the direction of the forces, direction of the motion if not evident, specified, and indicate it by a dash arrow. So, kung hindi nyo alam yung ano, pwede nyo naman lagyan ng dash arrow lang. So, ibig sabihin, hindi kayo sure dyan sa acceleration. Pero kung sure naman na kayo, okay na yun. Then, apply the equation of motion. So, ano yung mga equation of motions natin? Di ba pwede rin gamitin dyan si BF is equal to VI plus 80. Constant, VF squared is equal to BI squared plus 2AS. And S is equal to VIT plus 1 half 80 squared. Then, ano yung mga solve for the unknown using addition kinematics? Determine ano yung relationship ni SVT. CS ds is equal to divided by dt is equal to the velocity, and then the acceleration is dv over dt. And then yung isa pa natin formula, ads is equal to bdb. Ibabalik kayo uli sa ano. Kaya sabi ko, yung exam nyo is cover to cover kasi gagamitin nyo naman lahat talaga ng equations, no? Ayan. I'm saying 2 hours lang. Saglit lang yan. Mas madali pa to kaysa kay Sir Emil. Joke lang. Sino ba prop nyo dito sa interventional base? Oo, mas madali ito kaysa dun. Kasi puro letter yung sa kanya nun. Okay. So, dali ito. Maniwala kayo. Paniwalaan niyo yung sarili niyo. So, the 50 kilogram crate shown in the figure rests on a horizontal surface. So, siguro nga kahit walang figure to, di ba? Horizontal surface. Then, the mu k is equal to 0.3. If the crate is subjected to a 400 Newton force as shown, so yung angle niya from the horizontal is 30 degrees. Determine the velocity of the crate in 3 seconds starting from rest. So, ang initial velocity natin, 0. And then, ang time natin is 3 seconds. And then, ang hinahanap, B final. No? Imagine, no? So, kailangan, di ba, ang formula natin is equal to BF is equal to VI plus 80. So, meron na tayong initial velocity, may time, wala pa tayong final velocity, no? So, paano natin makukuha yung final velocity? Kailangan natin yung acceleration. So, yung acceleration nito, syempre, saan nyo siya i-assume? Going to the right. And then, yung friction natin is going to the left. So, ito yung frictional force. And then, meron ka dito normal force. And then, yung mass. Yung weight, rather. So, yung weight natin is equal to 50 multiplied by 9.81. So, magkano yung 50 times 9.81? 490.5. So, using equations of equilibrium, so unahin natin lagi yung vertical, no? Summation ng forces along y is equal to 0 kasi yung acceleration natin is along x. So, the forces along y is equal to Fn plus yung y component ni 400. So, that is 400 sine of 30 minus the weight na 490.5. So, magkano yung Fn? Times sine 30 minus 490.5. The answer is 90 point. Iba sa 290 point. Hindi ako ng type. Oh. 290.5. Okay. So, this is the normal force. Then, ang frictional force is mu Fn. So, using summation naman ng forces along x is equal to ma. So, ang forces along x natin is going to the right, positive. So, we have 400 cosine of 30 minus the frictional force, that is mu, 0.3 by 290.5. Ano pa? Is equal to mass, which is 50 times the acceleration. So, magkano yung acceleration? Magkano? 5.185. Tama? So, ayan. Meron na tayong final. Solve na natin yung final velocity. The initial velocity starting from rest 0. Acceleration is 5.185. Multiplied by the time na 3 seconds. So, ang final velocity is 556. 5.5. Okay na. So, ayun. Tapos, kung hinahanap yung location na niya, no? Ano yung distance travel niya? So, yung isang formula naman yung gagamitin natin, di ba? Yung may time, no? Pwedeng ito naman, yung S is equal to VOT plus 1 half AT squared. Pwede din yon. Di ba? Nadagdagan lang. Dati ang nahanap lang dyan acceleration. Ito skip muna natin. Medyo mahaba yung solution kasi nito. So, sayang. Medyo ano lang to, magka-calculus lang. Pero madali lang yun. Mamaya, pagka may time pa. Maaga pa naman. Sasend ko na lang tong PDF. Ayan. If block A and B of mass 10 kilogram respectively are placed on the inclined plane and released, determine the force developed in the link. The coefficients of kinetic friction between the block and the inclined planes are mu A is equal to 0.1 and mu B 0.3. Neglect the mass of the link. So, dito, ano yung mga force na nag-a-act? So, una nandiyan yung mass ni B or weight ni B na lang. So, that is equal to 6 times 9.81. And then, nandito naman yung weight ni A. That is equal to 10 by 9.81. Wait, parang lumalabo yung screen ko. Ayan. Tapos, hindi nawawala yung normal force. So, this is the FNB. And then, this is the FNA. Tapos, yung motion niyan is downward, no? Wait, paangat. No? So, syempre, by, sa weight niya, mag-i-slide yan, no? Tandaan nyo, yung friction, ay, may hina lang yan. Hindi ka kayang itulak ng friction, no? So, may nakita na ba kayong ganun? Na nakatayo ka lang, tas umusad ka pabalik. Kunyari, pa-slide yung, yung slope, yung ayan, pag ganyan yung daan. Tapos nakatayo ka dito. Umakyat ka nang nakatayo lang, hindi. No? So, kung madulas yan, mag-i-slide ka dyan pababa. Sure tayo dyan, no? Siyempre. Then next, so friction natin dito is upward. So, this is the FFA. FFA. And then this is the FFB. Tapos yung acceleration natin is downward, no? Sloping downward. So dito, meron tong link. So, mapapalabas nyo lang yung force nito kapag kinat natin yung link na yan, tama? Para mapalabas yung internal force niya. So, ang gagawin natin dito is i-isolate natin yung dalawang block. So, una, ito yung block. So, considering block B, so, yung axis nito, i-rotate natin para mapadali. So, this is the X prime and then this is the Y prime. So, yung angle natin, 30 degrees from the horizontal. So, magiging 30 degrees from the vertical na yung weight. And then, dito, makikita nyo dito yung compressive force. So, kapag compressive, pa-compress dun sa member. So, C. Sir, paano, pwede bang assume tension? Pwede din naman na maging tension, no? Paano magiging tension yan? So, siguro, depende kasi yan kung napapalabas mong tension or compression. Kasi pwedeng magaspang dito, tama, tapos magaan, tapos dito mabigat, tapos madulas. No? Ibig sabihin, mas nauunang bumabagsak to, hinihila niya yung ano, tapos si Block B, Block A, nasa taas lang siya, no? Pero pababa pa rin naman sila din. So, parang naghihilahan. Ngayon, dito, nangyari, mas mabigat kasi to si Block A. Ang tendency niyan is, tinutulak niya dito papunta sa B. Kaya, sa tingin ko, compression yung link. Pero, again, kung pwede din naman tali yan, ha? Pwede. Depende. So, ngayon, magpo-forces, ano tayo dito? Unahin natin si Y prime. Summation ng forces along Y prime is equal to 0. Assuming upward positive. So, we have FNB minus WB, that is 6 by 9.81, cosine of 30 kasi nakadikit, no? Ay, Barbie. So, magkano si FNB? Actually, NB lang yung ginagamit ko dyan. Oh, sheesh. Oh, magkano? 50 point. Parang ang laki ng sulat dito. Titan ko nga. Next, summation naman ng forces along X prime is equal to MAX. So, ano yung mga forces to the right? Hindi ko na nirotate, ha? Okay na yan. Na-imagine nyo naman. So, that is C minus FFB, that is mu FNB. Ano ba yung mu B? 0.3. So, this is 0.3 times 50.974. Meron pa ba? Yung weight minus a plus the weight. So, 6 by 9.81 sine of 30 is equal to 6 yung mass times the acceleration. So, C, lipat ko lang si 6A is equal to, magkano to? Transpose natin sa kabila. So, 0.3 times 50.974 minus 6 times 9.81 sine of 30. Negative 14.1378. This is our equation 1. Then next, dito naman tayo sa figure A. So, for the figure A, so, i-rotate natin ulit yung axis. So, saan papunta yung compression natin? C. Upward, no? Kino-compress niya yung members. So, this is C. Then, this is the acceleration. So, summation tayo ng forces along Y prime is equal to 0. Upward positive. So, we have FNA minus 10 by 9.81. Anong angle to? This is 30. Cosine of 30 is equal to 0. So, FNA is equal to 10 by 9.81 multiplied by cosine of 30. 84.957. So, using summation naman ng forces along X prime is equal to MA. So, we got negative C minus frictional force mu 0.1 times 84.957 minus a plus yung mass 10 times 9.81 cosine of 30 is equal to MA. Mass is 10 times the acceleration. So we have negative C minus MA, 10A pala, sorry, is equal to 0.1 by 9 po, na 84.957 minus 10 by 9.81 sine of 30. Magkano? Negative 40.5543. So this is our second equation. So gamitin lang natin yung two equations, two unknowns. So mode 5, 1. So magkano si C and D? Acceleration. C, 1, negative 6, negative 14.1378, negative C, negative 10, negative 40.5543. 6.372 and so, ibig sabihin, tama yung assumption natin na compression yung member na yon. Sorry, di ba may compression pa rin? No. Oo, ibig sabihin, nawawala sa dikit. Ay, hindi ko pala na-announce yung TBA pa rin pala. TBA pa rin ba yung Okay. Okay lang, yun nasa 431 naman tayo. .435 naman doon sa kabilang section. Kamusta na may NSTP nyo?